This is something that we don't really do much anymore, but hello everybody. Welcome to I'll actually quickly check the channel, but welcome to podcast episode, I think it's 140, no, 150. Okay. So we haven't uploaded in 6 months, and that was like a brief update. Today we're going to do something, I guess, a lot different. Welcome to World Cup predictions. Right. Let's just... Group A, B, C, D, E. There's a lot of groups, chat. F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. Right. I don't really know how else to do this, so fuck it, we're gonna just, Right, Group A, I'm not gonna pretend I follow football, so I do look forward to hearing, I guess, everybody else's thingy below, but, and I'm not gonna pretend I'm an expert. I'm doing this for the funsies. But I think my prediction is South Africa are gonna. I think South Africa are probably the weakest team there. Ooh, this is a tough one. Czech Republic did well. Mexico. Okay, I think Mexico are taking the group. I don't know. It's like I might give it to the Czech Republic. Go on then. And then that means I can't spell. Sorry. Wait. Can I just copy? Maybe that's why I deserve for using the BBC website. Anyway, South Korea. Again, I'm not gonna pretend I am like an expert or whatever. I am just like, from my limited knowledge, I cannot, and from following the fact that, you know, the Czech Republic knocked out, what was it, Ireland and somebody else, and Denmark, wasn't it? They must be alright. So, right, let's go to B. Okay, Qatar, Canada. Right, so I know that I want my bot. Okay, so, I mean, I think this is obvious. Switzerland, the top. Okay. The Swiss are top. The Swiss are top. I like Bosnia. I think bottom is between Canada and Qatar. I think I'm gonna put Qatar at the bottom. I don't know. Canada are pretty bad as well, but I mean, there's got to be a difference between third and fourth. So, and I guess and that means Serbia's C team is in that was a joke, by the way. Bosnia will take second. The Swiss, I'm just gonna put the Swiss because that's easy. Okay, well, Group C is easy. Scotland are looking amazing. I believe in Scotland. You're getting out. Now, given, I don't know, some of the midfield issues with Brazil, you probably could swap these two around. But, and then obviously Haiti are going to be munched. Actually, you know what? I believe. You know what? I believe Scotland are going to win. You know what? Fuck it. I think Scotland win the group. I think Morocco are all right. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Morocco are probably gonna be one of the third place teams that do get out. But I also do believe in Scotland. You know, Pochettino's a good manager. I want to put the United States in fourth, but Pochettino is a good manager, so I think it's this. I mean, I don't consider Turkey to be like dark horses or whatever, but I mean, they do semi-respectably in all European tournaments. I genuinely don't think they should lose a game. I think they are very clearly the best team in that group. Who's the lad that plays for Real Madrid? Is it Ardagula? Or something like that? There are so many groups, it's actually mad. Dooba dooba dooba. Right, Group E. I don't know how to pronounce this country. Curacao? No, there's some sort of accent on that second C. So it's like, what, Curacao? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, South America is normally pretty strong. The days of Ivory Coast Golden Generation when they had Didier Drogba, who was actually... Oh, bloody hell. Right, there we go. Long gone. So yeah, I've put them in third. I think Germany are pretty strong. I mean, yeah, I probably expect Germany to do a decent run. I don't know how many of these games I'll actually be watching live, especially given how, you know, America time zones are. But, right, Group F. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. Damn, that's actually... Okay, I know in football the term Group of Death doesn't really exist. But so far, I mean, okay, outside of the fact that Holland, you know, Holland should probably get an easier. Holland, the Netherlands. In English, there are 2 translations. But this is debatably a group of death. I mean, Japan are not bad. Sweden are normally decent. I don't know much about Tunisia, so, I mean, honestly... I feel bad. Matter of fact, how have Tunisia done? Tunisia, I guess FC. Okay, so they got slapped by. Let's go through this. I will judge fairly. So they got slapped by Belgium. They lost. You know what? I should be using this more often. They lost to Austria. They drew against Canada, which is not great. At the African Cup of Nations, they only got to the round of 16. And they struggled? Wait. Okay, never mind. And they potentially struggled to beat, wait, if I click this, never mind. Interesting. Also, me speaking positively of Turkey and they're fucking losing. I'm disappointed. You better not disappoint me, Turkey. I am expecting Ardagula to absolutely run rings around the Yanks. Anyway, honestly, I think I'm just gonna do it like this. I must admit, I know you can't gauge too much based upon, friendlies, but, I mean, getting slapped and struggling to beat probably one of the, at the very least on paper, worst tournaments. Maybe they upset Morocco, and given Brazil's issues, you could maybe, if you want to say it's possible for them to get a draw, whatever, I mean, and, you know, given that, I don't know, these isles, shall we say, normally produce chokers. I guess you could also even rationalize a Haiti avoiding defeat, shall we say, against Scotland. Anyway, yeah, Japan are normally pretty good. Sweden are alright. I mean, then as far as Nordic countries go, I think Norway are clearly the best. Okay, honestly, I agree with the first two. But, I mean, Belgium have a good enough goalkeeper in Quartar that they should be fine. It's probably not going to be too clean, but Egypt should probably also get out just for the simple fact that they have a, albeit aged, Mohamed Salah. He is amazing. Salah is pretty good. And it is a good thing that he's finally left the victim pool. Now, who are worse, Iran or New Zealand? Honestly, I don't actually know. Oh wait, this actually kind of works out. Okay. Iran FC. So what we saying? 2-0 wins. Okay, I mean, the only real opponent that they've actually played is Nigeria. Okay, they lost 2-1 to Nigeria. Okay, what about New Zealand? Okay, they lost to England, but it was only 1-0. They got cooked by Haiti. They lost to Ecuador. They lost to Thingy, but they did pick up a draw against Thingy. This is a tough one. Interesting. I might edge out Iran. I mean, like, there are some decent results for New Zealand, but I don't know. I'm not, okay, I mean, I think this should be obvious, right? Uruguay just don't not get out of groups. They even knock out England in order to get out of groups of deaths. And then, I mean, the Saudis did alright. Saudi, okay, cool, you know what it, and then, sorry to Cape Verde, but I mean, I guess by process of elimination, you have to be fourth. You could still third, but I don't know, it depends. But I mean, I think France are among the favourites, so, you know, this is, and then we've got Norway, Senegal are not bad, because they've got players like, I think, is it Mane that's from Senegal, right? And then Iraq are probably going to get slapped around. It's going to be a rough, 2 weeks for them. Group J, this pains me to admit it, but the RGs, the people that falsely claim the Falklands as being theirs, are unfortunately going to win the group. It's then going to be Austria, Algeria, and then Jordan. But hey, I will be rooting for all teams against Argentina because F those, yeah, Falkland Steelers. Anyway, I think this is another simple group. Portugal, Colombia. Colombia normally get out of groups. And then, I don't know, Uzbekistan. Their airline has a nice-ish livery and some nice aircraft, but, you know, that's, men's football. Let's see the games. Okay, so they have a friendly against, Thingy coming up. Doobie-doobie-doob. Okay, so They lost to Canada, but won against... I'm not gonna lie, losing 2-0 to Canada is a red flag. Okay, well, what about, Congo Democratic Republic? I have the hiccups if you couldn't tell. Okay, so they beat Jamaica. They lost narrowly in the... Okay, this is round 16, but it was to Algeria. This really doesn't help either. And we've got to wait until... Wait, isn't it? Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm silly. They got a draw against Denmark, who are pretty good, to be fair. But, I mean, I don't think... But, I mean, let's be honest, I don't think Denmark were trying, so... They won their qualifiers, on penalties against Nigeria, so that is a good sign. This was after... it's actually a tough one. I mean, DR Congo, there we go. I mean, I think you could make a... There is probably a solid case that either of these teams could take that third seed, or third spot, I should say. And then the final group, well, I mean, I think this is obvious. It's coming home. It is coming home, right. Croatia, you see, Ghana are not bad. But Croatia just have experience in the form of Modric. I think they're getting out of the groups. The same reason I think, I think Colombia probably should be able to see off Congo and Uzbekistan. But, I mean, you could also never know, because, I mean, like, Georgia pulled off some fucking insane... I shouldn't be swearing. Insane upset against Portugal back at the Euros. But, I mean, it's also a different team, so... But, yeah, right. Doobie-doobie-doob. I'm gonna be honest, again, leave your thoughts down below. Don't complain. I'm not gonna pretend to be an ex... The fuck is that? Anyway, so, let's go through it again. Mexico. So, Group A, Mexico, Czech Republic, South Korea, South Africa. By the way, I am not going to make any predictions as to who I think will take those, limited third place, gets out and heads to the, groups, because some of the third place teams actually get out. I might maybe rank the third... I might maybe rank the third place teams... no. So, Group A, Mexico, Czech Republic, South Africa, South Korea, South Africa. Group B, Switzerland, Bosnia, Canada, Qatar. Group C, Scotland, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti. Group D, Turkey, Paraguay, USA, Australia. Group E, Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao. Group F, Holland, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Group H, Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde. Group I, France, Norway, Senegal, and then Iraq. Group J, Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Group K, Portugal, Colombia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Uzbekistan. And then Group L, England, it's coming home, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Right. I think I'm good. I guess I'll copy and paste this for TLDR. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Ordotsar. I will see you all next video, which will probably be done after the group stage for the next podcast episode. Anyway, peace.